Hey guys, welcome back. It's about, I don't know, 7:15 in the morning, and the temperature is saying it's about 18 degrees. You see that? So we went from about 52 degrees in the morning down to 19 degrees all in one day. So everything kind of flash froze, but it got pretty cold. But everything like froze to the ground because it did rain a little bit. So first thing I do is I gotta get this brick unfroze from the ground so we can open up the chicken coop door. But this chicken coop has seen better days. When it warms up a little bit, we are going to probably move this chicken coop to the back barn back there. I'll just build a lean-to and kind of situate the chicken coop into there and just do away with all this stuff here. Because I mean, we've had this chicken run for a long time, so but we need to definitely get it all fixed up because they get out all the time and get in the barn and basically just eat all the cat food and all that stuff, and the cats get mad at them. The cats are actually scared of the chickens, so I'm not sure about that. But yeah, this all needs to be tore down. Alright guys, we can get to work, get an early start here. cold out there. It's cold in here too because it's not heated. But so I got a few things done. Pushed manure, got some wood in the house. Unfortunately, I got to go do some Christmas shopping today. I'm kind of one of those people that wait till the last minute, so it is what it is. But we are going to have to get this straightened up out here because I need to move the square baler back kind of in that area because we bought a round baler and I want to put it inside. It should fit through that door. I don't see it being too tall. It's a smaller one. It just makes 5x4 bales. So, but probably later today, I'm gonna get the wood burner fired up in here so I at least have a little bit of heat and get this stuff straightened up. It's just kind of in here from the summer. Garages tend to just have everything everywhere. It's just kind of a store all. But I got to get it organized just so I can get some equipment in here. The plan is to build a mirror garage right next to this one, a little bit taller, so I can fit the camper and all the equipment in that one. And then this one can actually be a shop to work on things and all that good stuff. So, but until then, everything's got to go in here. The only thing that won't fit in here is the disc line because it's about 8 inches too wide to fit through my garage door, which is a bummer because that thing never really sat outside, and it is now. But this spring I gotta take all the pucks off and replace the grease in each puck. That's not a, that doesn't, those pucks don't have oil in them, they have the grease in them. So that has to be changed out every 5 years. And being that I just bought it, I want to get that changed out. So, but the LX 2620 has definitely been a super big help around here. I mean, it's super versatile. I mean, every day I find new things to do with it, but it makes things a whole lot easier around here. Well, the sun's up, but it's not very warm out at all. Not a lot going on today. It's Sunday, but still have a few chores to do as far as taking care of the horses and stuff like that. Let's go back here and check them out, see how they're doing. They always knock his gate down. The other two babies are back here. Yeah. As long as the sun's out, they do pretty good out here. It is pretty windy, but that'll work. A little bit about this tractor. It's got 23.9 horsepower and about 19.4 horsepower down in the PTO. The loader lifting capacity is around 1,500 pounds. So, like I said, when it gets a hold of a wetter round bale, it will struggle to get it up, but it'll get it just enough off the ground to move those round bales around. I need to cut this tree down right there, this one right here. It's dead now, all the way up. It's a ash tree. I just need to get it cut down. I just need to get this whole mess cleaned up. Half of the wood is no good, some of it's okay. That pin oak we had it cut down from out by the road, so it's good wood. I just got to get it cleaned up and split up. But I was going to do that today, but it's awfully windy and I don't want any of those branches to come down and hit me. It's just not worth it, so I'm not going to do that. But we're going to get this salt moved, and I'll get back with you guys in a little bit. We're going to take a ride out back and see how things are going out in the hayfield. All right, so we're about midpoint back on some of that property that I lease right now for the hayfield. The hayfield's kind of over that way, and then it goes all the way. Well, if you can look down that path right there, this is a right of way for a gas line. It gets kind of swampy over there, but there's 12 acres back behind there that's nothing but huge woods. You know, if I ever get a chance to buy this property instead of lease it, I need to put a dirt road across our land bridge, basically. It's not too bad as far as how much needs to be filled in, because most of it's still drivable. You can drive a tractor on and brush hog it. It just needs to be brush hogged, and so that way it starts drying out a little bit. But there's probably 40 feet that I probably need to put a culvert in, and then bring in some dirt, or that back piece goes up, and it's a pretty big hill, so I could dig into that bank and get some good dirt to fill in and help me build that land bridge. But first things first is we have to buy the property, if it ever comes up for sale. Like right now I'm just leasing it, so the guy said he would call me first once he decides to let it go. So this was part of the farm, the house that we live in. It was a, I don't know, 73 acre farm. And when it went up for auction, he bought this 42 acres. We bought 10 acres. And then a couple other people bought some building lots. So it'd be nice to get this back together and, you know, get the farm back together, at least majority of it, 2/3 of it at the minimum. But yeah, this would take some work because it lays a little wet right here. But I think once you clear it out, it will be able to dry up, and we'd be able to probably put hay and stuff in. But there's a lot of trees in here that need to come down. A lot of these are dead, standing dead wood. A lot of them are ash. Like that's an ash tree right there. You look, it don't even have a top. So I could cut all this stuff down and make firewood, good firewood out of. Like that tree right there is dead. It's just covered with poison ivy though, and I get that stuff just looking at it. Yeah, so majority of these trees in here are dead. They just need to come down. And like I said, they're mostly ash. Now across that little swampy area, that hillside, they're all maple in there. I'd like to maybe this spring tap those trees and try to get some maple syrup made. All right, guys. Like I said, it was a slow day today, but didn't do a lot of filming, and it is what it is. But go ahead and end this video right here, and I'll catch you guys on the other side. Thanks.